Hello, dear bakers! Today we dive into the world of whimsical baking with two stunning recipes that are sure to impress. First, we'll explore the decadent chocolate finger cake, a rich delight adorned with Cadbury chocolate fingers for that extra crunch. Then we'll whisk ourselves away to the elegant strawberry shortcake, layered with wedding tiered elements that promise a visual feast as well as a flavorful one. Get ready to add a touch of elegance and fun to your baking with these eye-catching creations. Before we dive into the ingredients for our sumptuous chocolate finger cake, let me share a delightful tale from the kitchen. Once upon a time, in a quaint little bakery, the adventurous baker Hauve and his mischievous pals, Pole, Nuddles and Zoe, decided to create the ultimate cake. However, their plans took a funny turn when Miss Belle Pum, the town's notorious cheese aficionado, accidentally dropped her bag of notoriously pungent, rotting cheese into their mixing bowl. The chaos that ensued was the talk of the town, but from that fiasco arose a newfound determination to bake the best and most chocolatey cake ever. Now back to our cake. To create this delightful treat, you'll need several key ingredients. For the cake itself, gather all-purpose flour, sugar, unsalted butter, eggs, cocoa powder, baking powder, vanilla extract, and a touch of milk. The ganache, which will act as both filling and frosting, requires dark chocolate, heavy cream, more unsalted butter, and a splash of vanilla extract. For the grand finale, the decoration calls for Cadbury chocolate fingers, and, if you're feeling extra, some chocolate shavings or sprinkles. Let's start with the cake. In this whimsical world of baking, our bakery wouldn't be complete without its endearing characters. Let's take a moment to introduce you to the heart and soul of our kitchen: Hauve, Pole, Nuddles, and Zoe. Hauve is the leader of the pack, with a fearless spirit and a magical touch for whipping up new delights. His adventurous recipes bring wonder and surprise, proving that a bit of chaos can lead to delicious discoveries. Remember when Miss Belle Pum's famously stinky cheese accidentally found its way into Hauve's chocolate mixture? Far from a disaster, Hauve saw it as an opportunity to invent something truly unique. The chocolate cheese delight, now a crowd favourite. Pole, towering over the rest with his meticulous nature, is the precision expert of the group. His eagle eyes make sure that every teaspoon and tablespoon is measured to perfection. Yet even Pole's careful calculations couldn't predict the cheese mishap. Instead of fretting, he took it in stride, laughing as he watched Hauve turn the blunder into a gastronomic triumph. Then there's Nuddles, the quirky scientist of spices and flavours. Behind those thick glasses lies a brain buzzing with ideas. He was intrigued rather than dismayed by the cheese incident, quickly jotting down notes and hypothesizing about the fusion of flavors that could emerge from such a mix-up. His innovative spirit is a key ingredient in the bakery's recipe for success. Zoe, the youngest, darts around the kitchen with boundless energy. Her giggles and cheers are the icing on the cake, making every day brighter. When the cheese episode unfolded, it was Zoe's laughter that filled the air, reminding everyone that joy can be found in even the messiest of situations. And of course, there's Miss Belle Pum, the cheese connoisseur with a penchant for the extraordinarily ripe varieties. Her unintentional contribution to the bakery's recipe book left her red-faced, but her hearty laugh and willingness to roll up her sleeves and tackle the cleanup made her an honorary member of the team. Together, these characters form a circle of creativity and camaraderie that's the true essence of our bakery. Each day brings a new challenge, a new laugh, and a new treat thanks to this quirky squad. They prove that baking is not just about following recipes to the letter, but about the joy and unpredictability that come when you mix a little fun with the flour. These characters bring life and laughter to our bakery, making every baking adventure a memorable one. Now, let's get back to our baking journey. Now let's create a show-stopping strawberry shortcake tiered like a wedding cake that's as delicious as it is beautiful. To embark on this culinary adventure, you'll need several key components. The base of our creation, the shortcake layers, calls for all-purpose flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cold cubed unsalted butter, buttermilk, vanilla extract, and a twist with pureed fresh strawberries to enhance the flavour. For the luscious strawberry filling, prepare fresh strawberries, sugar, and a dash of lemon juice. Interestingly, this reminds me of a quirky incident involving Miss Belle Pum, a seasoned baker who once faced a wedding cake disaster. While preparing a similar cake, Miss Pum accidentally used a batch of rotten apples in one of her fillings, without realizing. As the ceremony progressed, the cake was set to be unveiled in front of an eager crowd. When the moment of truth arrived and the first slice was cut, the unpleasant aroma of the spoiled apples filled the air, causing a mild panic among the guests. Chaos ensued as the team scrambled to rectify the situation, ultimately replacing the cake with an assortment of freshly made desserts. It was a memorable lesson in double-checking your ingredients. Back to our cake, the strawberry whipped cream will be a blend of heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and strawberry puree. Finally, the distinctive white icing with red stripes requires unsalted butter, powdered sugar, milk, vanilla extract, and red food coloring. Starting with the shortcake layers, the secret to a tender, flaky texture lies in the technique of cutting the cold butter into the dry ingredients before gently mixing in the buttermilk and vanilla. This method ensures our cake layers are both rich and airy. Next, the strawberry filling is quite straightforward. Combine sliced fresh strawberries with sugar and lemon juice, allowing the mixture to macerate, thus drawing out those vibrant, natural juices and intensifying the berry flavour. For the strawberry whipped cream, whip the heavy cream and powdered sugar to soft peaks. Then fold in the vanilla and strawberry puree for a creamy, dreamy texture that's bursting with strawberry essence. The assembly is where the magic happens. Begin by layering the shortcake with generous dollops of strawberry whipped cream and spoonfuls of the strawberry filling. Each tier is stacked carefully, ensuring even layers that promise a delightful bite every time. The crowning glory is the white icing, smoothed over the cake, with elegant red stripes that mimic those of a traditional wedding cake. This not only adds a visual pop, but also a creamy, sweet layer that complements the freshness of the strawberries. Our tiered strawberry shortcake is ready to steal the show at any gathering. Let's recap what we've created today. Welcome to the grandest event of the season, the Big Wedding Bake-Off. As our bakers rush to finalize their creations, let's paint the scene of this extraordinary wedding. Imagine a vast hall decked with flowers, ribbons, and hundreds of twinkling lights, creating a fairy tale ambience. The guests, dressed in their finest, chatter excitedly, their laughter mingling with the soft strains of classical music. Among the attendees are celebrities, local dignitaries, and culinary critics, each adding their unique flair to the event. But not all is as perfect as it seems. As the ceremony progresses, our previously mentioned strawberry shortcake, now a towering confection of beauty, is rolled out for the grand cutting ceremony. The crowd holds their breath as the couple approaches the cake, ready for the perfect photo op. However, just as the knife sinks into the creamy layers, a mishap strikes. Remember Miss Belle Pum's incident from earlier? This time it's the tiered stand that gives way, causing the cake to lean dangerously. Gasps echo through the hall. Quick as a flash, our team of mischievous bakers springs into action, propping up the cake with decorative pillars snatched from nearby floral arrangements. The crisis is averted, and the crowd bursts into relieved applause. But the surprises aren't over yet. The highlight of the evening comes with the reveal of the couples getting married. Yes, couples. In a delightful twist, it turns out this isn't just one couple's special day, but a joint ceremony for 3 pairs of longtime friends who decided to turn their collective wedding into a baking showdown. The reveal is met with cheers and joyful tears as the newlyweds laugh over the earlier cake fiasco, which will surely become a story to tell for generations. As the evening winds down, guests dance under the stars, savouring slices of the salvaged cake, now a symbol of imperfection embraced with love and laughter. What a magical wedding it has been, filled with unexpected turns, culinary delights, and the sweetest union of friends and flavours. Stay tuned as we wrap up this whimsical adventure in our next scene. What a fantastic baking journey we've had today. We dove into the rich, creamy ganache of the chocolate finger cake, marvelling at how those delightful Cadbury fingers added a playful touch around its edges. Every 50 seconds, don't forget to guess who the 2 people getting married are, or you might face a fine. Then, we layered up the joy with the strawberry shortcake, where fresh, vibrant strawberries met their match in fluffy whipped cream, all dressed up with eye-catching stripes. Remember, every 50 seconds, make your guess on the marrying couple, or it's fine time. Why not whip up these yourself? Share your unique twists and creations. As we wrap up, let's revisit the wedding scene, where our dear, nervous Ms. Belpum is making the icing. Oh dear, she's mistakenly added Polmos Spiritus Rectificawani to the mix, leading yet chaotic disaster complete with a river of vomit. What a way to baking adventure. But hey, baking is all about taking risks, isn't it? Thank you for joining me in these whimsical baking adventures. Bake these treats, share creations, and keep the magic of baking alive. And yes, keep guessing who's getting hitched or prepare for that fine. Until next time, happy baking, and hopefully with less vomit.